Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're doing something a little different.
Yeah, a little bit of a fun one.
Yeah, we're going to be exploring safety tips.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the catcher. We're going to see if these safety tips make sense
Okay.
to even a third grader.
I like it.
So we have a third grade science textbook
Okay.
as our guide.
Excellent.
And we're going to go through and see if we can learn something,
Right.
even from this basic level.
I'm all for going back to basics.
Me too.
Sometimes we forget
Yeah,
the simple things.
absolutely. So this chapter in this textbook is all about safety.
Okay.
And it breaks it down into two main sections.
Okay.
The first is staying safe in different places.
All right. So thinking about your surroundings,
Exactly.
being aware.
And then the second section is all about first aid.
Oh, very important.
So like what to do if someone gets hurt.
Knowing what to do in case of emergency.
Exactly. So it's like a two-part adventure.
I love it.
First, we learn how to be safe.
Avoid those dangers.
And then we learn how to be like a first aid hero.
Be prepared.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So let's start with mission 1.
Okay.
Staying safe in different places.
Let's do it.
Now, the book talks about all sorts of danger zones.
Danger zones. I like it.
I know, right? Even at home.
Oh, yeah.
Even on the playground.
The playground.
On a road.
Oh, yeah.
At school.
School can be dangerous.
I know, crazy, right?
Lots of hazards.
Yeah, but we're going to go through each one and see what kind of safety tips we can glean.
All right, I'm ready.
So let's start at home base,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It might seem like the safest place in the world.
Yeah, you would think.
But even our own homes can have hidden dangers.
Absolutely.
Like, for example, the book says even leaving toys on the floor can be a hazard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, trip and fall hazards are one of the leading causes of accidents in the home.
Really?
Yeah. You think about, like,
Yeah.
you're running through the house, your eyes are closed, you're pretending to be a superhero.
Uh-huh.
You trip over a toy. Bam, you've got a bruised knee.
Not the superhero landing you were hoping for.
Not at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So clear those floors, folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on that note,
Okay.
fruit peels.
Oh, yeah.
Always toss them in the trash.
Please.
Not on the floor.
It's like the classic, slipping on a banana peel.
Right.
It's funny in cartoons, but
In real life, it's not funny.
not so much.
No.
So yeah, trash those fruit peels.
Exactly.
All right.
What other home safety tips do our third grade textbook reveal?
Well, it talked about electrical safety too.
Yeah.
And, it's not just about like sticking your fingers in a socket,
Don't do that.
although you shouldn't do that.
All right.
But, it also talks about not touching electrical switches or appliances with wet hands.
Okay, now why is that such a big deal?
Well, think about it. Electricity is powerful.
Right.
It's flowing through those wires.
Yeah.
And water is an excellent conductor of electricity.
Uh-huh.
So if your hands are wet and you touch something, electrical, you can get zapped.
Oh.
So it's very important to have dry hands when you're dealing with electricity.
Oh, okay. Dry hands equals safe hands.
Exactly.
All right, what else? What else did we learn?
Well, the book talked about not playing with sharp objects.
Okay, that seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you would think.
Like knives are for grown-up.
Scissors are for paper.
Yeah, or fabric if you're,
Okay, sure.
crafty.
But not for playing.
Not for playing.
Right.
So you want to make sure that, those sharp objects are out of reach.
Out of reach.
Put away.
Got it. Okay, so we've covered the basics of home safety.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our next danger zone.
Okay, where are we going?
The playground.
Oh, the playground.
Yeah, swings, slides, monkey bars.
Fun times.
It's like a kid's paradise.
It is.
But even in this land of fun and games, there are safety rules
Of course, of course.
you got to keep in mind.
Absolutely.
So what does our third grade textbook tell us?
Well, first of all, it reminds us to play fair.
Follow the rules of the game.
Right.
No pushing, no shoving,
No hitting.
no hitting.
Yeah.
The playground is for having fun,
Yeah,
not for starting fights.
exactly. Nobody wants a timeout.
Or a trip to the principal's office.
It's an injury.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, so play fair, be nice.
Be kind, rewind.
Yes. And what else?
Well, just like at home, it's important to be mindful of your surroundings.
All right.
Be aware of the equipment.
Uh-huh.
Like the book mentions, staying away from thorny bushes or fences.
Ouch. Yeah, those sound like they hurt.
Yeah, no one wants to get scratched by a thorny bush.
No?
So just, before you run off to play,
Yeah.
take a look around, make
Okay.
sure there aren't any hazards.
Okay, good tip. Good
Oh,
tip.
for safety check.
All right, so we've talked about playground safety.
Okay.
Let's venture out into the wild world of the road.
All right.
Right. Cars are zooming by crosswalks to navigate.
Oh, yeah.
It can be a tricky place.
It can be a...
What does our third grade guide have to say about staying safe in this concrete jungle?
Okay, well, first and foremost,
Uh-huh.
Always walk on the sidewalk,
Okay.
the footpath.
Yeah.
No jaywalking.
Sidewalks are our friends.
Sidewalks are your friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep us away from the cars.
Exactly. They keep you safe.
And when you do need to cross the road,
Yes.
what do?
Use the crosswalk.
Crosswalk.
Look both ways.
Both ways.
Ways.
It's like a game of I Spy.
It is like a game of I Spy with cars.
I spy with my little eye a car coming from the left.
Exactly.
Okay, coast is clear time to cross.
Yeah. All right, we made it.
We made it few.
Now, okay, what else? Oh,
Yeah.
the book also says you should never get on or off a moving bus.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Always wait for it to come to a complete stop.
Yeah, no need to risk a tumble
No,
just to save a few seconds.
absolutely.
And hey, if you're riding your bike,
Uh-huh.
don't forget to signal before turning.
Oh, that's a good one. I always think about that. You know, it's like speaking par language.
It is?
You know, when you use those hand signals,
Right.
it lets the drivers know what you're going to do.
Exactly.
So everyone can stay safe.
It's all about communication.
That is.
All right, so we've talked about home safety, playground safety, road safety.
Okay.
What's our final stop on this safety adventure?
Let me think. What could it be?
School.
School, yes.
Right.
Another important one.
Might seem like a pretty safe place filled with books and learning,
You would think, right?
you would think.
Yeah.
But even classrooms have their own set of safety rules.
Oh, absolutely. Lots of rules.
What are some of the things that the book highlights?
Okay. Well, no running in the hallways
Yeah.
or on the stairs.
Good one.
That's a big no-no.
Yeah.
And while desks may seem like fun climbing structures, save that for the playground.
So basically, school is all about channeling your inner sloth.
There you go.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the safety race.
That's right.
And no pushing or shoving.
Oh, especially when you're entering or leaving the classroom.
Especially then. Yeah, everyone's excited,
Right.
crowded.
You don't want a stampede of third graders?
No, you do not.
All right. And this one brought back some memories.
Okay.
Always use a sharpener
Mm-hmm.
to sharpen your pencil,
Please.
not a blade.
Yeah, no knives.
No knives for pencils,
Sharpeners only.
only sharpeners, okay. And lastly, no water fights in the classroom.
Oh, yeah, no water fights.
Right.
That's a good
Like
clue.
no spilling water,
Yeah.
no throwing water.
Keep the water in the water bottles.
Exactly. All right, so we've explored all sorts of danger zones today,
We have.
from home to the playground, to the road, to even in school.
All the places.
And we've learned some valuable tips for staying safe.
We have.
It's amazing how many simple things we can do
Is.
to prevent accidents and keep ourselves and others safe.
Absolute.
But hold on tight because our adventure's not over yet.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. In the next part, we're going to be putting on our superhero capes
I'm ready.
and diving into the world of first aid.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Welcome back, Safety Explorers.
Right.
Now it's time for part 2 of our adventure,
Okay.
becoming first aid heroes.
Yes.
I'm ready to put on my imaginary cape
Let's do it.
and learn some life-saving skills.
All right.
So, staying calm sounds easier said than done,
It can be.
especially if someone's really hurt.
Right.
What if I, freeze up?
Well, it's normal to feel scared or unsure in an emergency,
Okay.
but panicking doesn't help anyone.
Right.
So just remember to take a deep breath.
Okay.
Remind yourself that you can handle this.
I can handle this.
And then focus on assessing the situation.
Okay, so deep breaths and assess.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the first step in becoming a first aid superhero?
Okay, so the first step is to figure out what happened
Okay.
and what kind of injury you're dealing with.
Okay.
So is it a cut? Is it a burn? Is it a sprain?
Uh-huh.
Is the person conscious?
Okay.
Once you have a clear picture of what's going on,
Yeah.
you can start providing basic assistance.
Okay, so it's like being a detective.
It is.
We've got to gather the clues,
You gather the clues.
solve the mystery of the injury,
Exactly.
and then figure out the best way to help.
You got it.
Okay, so our third grade textbook has some really good tips
It does.
for handling common injuries.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if someone gets a cut and it's bleeding,
Okay.
it says you can apply gentle pressure with a clean cloth
Uh-huh.
to help stop the bleeding.
Exactly.
So it's like being a human Band-Aid.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds simple enough.
It is. And if someone gets a burn,
Okay.
the book recommends cooling the area with cold water.
Okay.
This can help reduce pain and swelling.
Cold water for burns.
Cold water for burns.
Got it. What about if someone faints?
Okay.
That seems really scary.
Yeah, fainting can be alarming,
Yeah.
but in most cases, it's not serious. The book says to help the person lie down
Uh-huh.
and elevate their legs.
Okay.
This will help blood flow back to the head.
So it's like giving them a little gravity assist.
It is a little gravity assist.
Okay. And of course, no matter the injury,
Right.
the most important thing is to call for help.
Yes. Oh, wow, sir.
Always call for help.
Right. Like even superheroes need backup sometimes.
They do.
So dial 911 or get another adult to do it.
Right away.
Right away.
Right.
Okay, so to recap our first aid hero training.
All right.
Stay calm.
Uh-huh.
Assess the situation.
Assess.
Provide simple assistance.
Like controlling the bleeding?
Yeah.
Or cooling a burn?
Uh-huh. And I'll always call for help.
Always call for help. You got it.
Okay, wow. Who knew a third grade textbook could be so empowering?
Right.
But I have a question.
Okay.
What if we do everything right?
Uh,
Like we help someone, feel better,
yeah.
but they're still scared.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Sometimes just being there for someone and offering comfort can be the best medicine.
Okay.
So if someone is scared or upset after an injury,
Uh-huh.
Try to talk to them calmly,
Okay.
reassure them that help is on the way.
So in addition to our first aid skills,
Yeah.
we can also be compassion superheroes.
I love that.
Yay.
Compassion superheroes.
Just being there for someone lending a listening ear
Yeah.
can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Sometimes a little kindness and understanding
Hmm.
can go a long way in helping someone feel better,
Okay.
both physically and emotionally.
Okay, listeners, are you ready for a pop quiz?
Ooh, a pop quiz.
I know, to test your first aid hero knowledge.
All right, bring it on.
Okay, scenario number 1.
Okay.
Your friend falls off their bike and scrapes their knee.
Uh-oh.
It's bleeding a little.
Okay.
What's the first thing you should do?
Okay, so remember our steps.
Uh-huh.
Stay calm,
Uh-huh.
assess the situation,
Uh-huh.
and then provide simple assistance.
Okay.
So in this case, you want to get a clean cloth.
Yeah. And apply gentle pressure to the wound to help stop the bleeding.
Correct. You're a first aid superstar.
Woohoo!
All right, scenario number 2. You're at the park,
Okay.
and you see someone accidentally touch a hot grill
Oh, no.
and burn their hand.
Ouch.
What's your superhero move?
All right, well, in this case, we need to cool down that burn.
Okay.
So quickly find a source of cold water,
Yeah.
a water fountain, a sink, even a bottle of water would work,
Okay.
and gently pour it over the burned area.
Excellent. You're on a roll.
Yeah.
Last scenario.
Okay.
You're playing tag with your friends,
Uh-huh.
and one of them suddenly faints.
Uh-oh.
What's your next step?
Okay, fainting can be scary,
Uh-huh.
but remember, it's usually not serious.
Okay.
So you're going to help your friend lie down,
Okay.
elevate their legs,
Yeah.
and then call for an adult or dial 911 just to be safe.
Wow, you aced the quiz. You're officially a certified first aid hero.
Yeah.
But remember, even superheroes need to keep learning
Right.
and practicing their skills. So knowing basic first aid is like having a superpower
It is.
that can help you make a real difference in someone's life.
Absolutely.
And the best part is anyone can learn it.
Anyone can learn it. That's
Yeah.
right.
It really is. And, we can all be safety superheroes,
Absolutely.
even without capes and superpowers.
That's right. We have the power.
We do. It's all about using our knowledge and our common sense
Uh-huh.
to stay safe and help others.
And looking out for one another.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, imagine you're at the park
Okay.
and you see a kid
Uh-huh.
climbing on a really wobbly swing set.
Oh, no.
What would a safety superhero do in that situation?
Well, a true safety superhero wouldn't just stand by and watch. They'd probably, calmly walk over to the child,
Right.
explain that the swing set looks unsafe,
Yeah.
that they could fall,
Uh-huh.
maybe even suggest finding a sturdier swing set
Right.
or a different activity altogether.
See no need for fancy gadgets
Nope.
or superhuman strength.
Just a little courage.
A little courage.
Yeah. And a willingness to speak up.
That's right. And who knows, you might just prevent a nasty tumble.
You just might save the day.
You might save the day. Okay, listeners,
Yeah.
before we send you off on your own safety adventures,
All right.
we have a fun challenge for you.
Okay, I like challenges.
This week, pick one new safety tip
Uh-huh.
from our 3rd grade deep dive
Okay.
and put it into practice.
All
It
right.
could be something as simple as, making sure all the toys are picked up
Yeah.
before bedtime.
Keep those floors clear.
Right. Or remembering to look both ways
Oh, that's a good one.
before crossing the street.
Very important.
Right.
Yes.
And as you go about your week,
Okay.
we want you to think about this.
All right. I'm ready.
What other safety tips are important?
Okay.
even if they weren't mentioned in our third-grade textbook.
So think outside the book.
Yeah, like maybe it's something specific to your home,
Yeah.
or your neighborhood,
Uh-huh.
or your favorite hobbies.
Good.
Right. Like every situation has its own unique safety consideration.
Absolutely.
So share your ideas with a friend,
Yeah.
a family member,
Uh-huh.
or even leave us a comment
Oh, yeah, we love comments.
on our website.
We do.
The more we talk about safety, the
Yeah.
safer we'll all be.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
It is, so go out there.
Be safe.
Be aware.
Be aware.
And remember, you have the power to be a safety superhero.
You do.
Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.
Bye, everybody.